It's Tuesday, 2/22/2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news and the twos stop here. I'm Brian Troxell II, reminding you to never wear a sport coat that's almost the same color as your shirt. Just looks weird. The situation between Russia and the Ukraine appears to be escalating, or scaling back. I'm not really quite sure what's going on with all that, to be honest. Putin ordered Russian troops to enter eastern Ukraine, where separatists supported by Russia already control territory, while President Biden agrees in principle with Putin, but then the White House just today officially called it an invasion and ordered sanctions. Or something? I don't know. It's confusing. I feel like this is just one big gaslighting, like pretty much everything else these days. Russian President Vladimir Putin says one of his goals is to invade the Ukrainian capital of Kiev and rename Chicken Kiev to Chicken I'm Vladimir Putin and you can all go to hell. The 1980s are calling to ask for their foreign policy back. Remember that? The State of the Union attendee rules were changed, allowing all members of Congress to attend, but no guests are allowed. So, sorry, Matt Gaetz, your girlfriend will just have to watch the rerun the next day in social studies class. Kyle Rittenhouse, the teenager found not guilty of murdering 2 people during protests in Wisconsin, says he plans to sue news organizations he believes defamed him. If the lawsuits don't work, he says his next step will be to shoot and kill more people. Yesterday was President's Day, a day for mattress sales and the celebration of various war criminals throughout American history. But mostly, it was a day off from work. We now go to Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent and recently employed person Allie O'Neill for an in-depth look on how the day played out.
It's a good day.
Thank you, Allie. I myself am a freelancer, so I don't get days off work, only days that are filled with work, only I don't get paid for it. The U.S. has lifted the ban on avocados from Mexico. Once again, Americans are free to purchase avocados that they'll never eat because the things go bad the minute you get them home. The last native speaker of a Chilean indigenous language died last week. Her last words were, Yamana Yagan Yukika, which means, well, no one could translate it. The scratch-off lottery ticket Maria Chicas received from her husband on Valentine's Day won the Haymarket, Virginia resident a cool $10 million. Chicas promptly left her cheap-ass husband. And now it's time for this... That editor. Uta Hagen's 6 Steps for Sketch Acting starts this Saturday. This 4-week virtual class, so you can take it anywhere in the world, hint, hint, is led by actress and influencer Sana Erica. Sana will teach students how to break down and map out sketch comedy the Uta Hagen way. To register and for more information, visit sketchworkscomedy.com. Our all-new, all-female sketch show Heels Up is finally coming to the Village Theater in Atlanta for 3 nights. And we really, really mean it this time. March 31st, April 1st, and April 2nd at 8 p.m. Tickets are available at sketchworkscomedy.com. And if you're a Patreon supporter, you'll get ticket discounts and exclusive looks at rehearsals and other backstage goodies. Plus, Sketchworks will be premiering our new video sketch, Disney Princesses, sometime before then. Don't worry, we'll tell you all about it here on Sketchworks NewsBrake. Hey, you got funny kids? You got funny teens? Then send them to Sketchworks Comedy's Sketch Comedy Summer Camps. 2 weeks in June and 2 weeks in July at the Village Theater. Go to, you guessed it, sketchworkscomedy.com for more information on our sketch kids and teen camps. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to all things Sketchworks comedy. Check out Sketchworks NewsBrake, this very show, on streaming service Mobi TV, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, which you're probably already doing since you're watching this. We also tweet about NewsBrake every week, but for the past few years, Twitter has just been a dumpster fire of the worst people spouting garbage. Negotiations are still ongoing between Major League Baseball and the Players Union to find a way to salvage the 2022 season. Both sides cannot yet agree on how to make baseball less boring. The Kentucky Horse Racing Commission disqualified the 2021 Kentucky Derby winner for testing positive for a banned steroid. The now former winner, Medina Spirit, has since died, but somehow qualified on the Russian Olympic figure skating team. Singer / talk show host / The Voice judge / full-time mom Kelly Clarkson is changing her name. She is dropping the Clarkson, and going forward, she will be known as the Kelly Commanders. No comment on Kelly's decision from movie actress Patricia Clarkson. Actress / talk show host Drew Barrymore is following Kelly's lead and changing her name to Drew Brees. A new poll shows that half of Republican voters want the party to move on from Donald Trump's voting fraud claims. The other half is Rudy Giuliani's forehead. Speaking of Donald Trump, and no, I don't know why people still do either, his new social media platform is up and running. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard tells us how Truth Social's opening day went.
Donald Trump's new social media network is like trying to buy tickets to a popular concert, except you find out it's a Kid Rock concert. And even then you get put on a wait list. Trump has been hyping up the idea of his own social media network since Twitter kicked him off in 2021. Truth Social debuted on President's Day, of all days, to an audience of Trump loyalists and trolls alike. Too bad you'll be waiting in line, because everyone who manages to sign up just gets waitlisted. See for yourself. The message says, you're not just another number to us, but here's your number anyway. Meanwhile, would-be Truth Social users report running into numerous glitches as they try to sign up, and they're reporting these glitches on Twitter. Makes you wish for the old days of MySpace profiles with blingy gifs and early 2000s emo music. Oh, and here's more irony for you. Take it away, bearded guy who isn't me.
And one of the interesting aspects of all of this is that in order to exist on the internet at all, it has to take advantage of a law that former President Trump tried to destroy.
If you can't get on Truth Social, just go stand in the mirror and say a bunch of racial slurs and conspiracy theories, because it'll pretty much be the same experience. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
Former President Bill Clinton is also planning to create his own social media network. We've learned it will just be a copy of Pornhub. Last week, a man in Southern California was arrested 3 times in one day, which in this economy is one way to afford food. Speaking of inflation, rent prices across the United States are reaching levels described as insane, with no end in sight. Fortunately for me, I am a homeowner. So if your mom needs a cheap place to crash, give me a call. Hope you're not allergic to cats, or allergic to me. New research by the Imperial College London suggests London produces up to 1/3 more methane than previously thought. So knock it off, London! Wankers. 2 people in Vermont were arrested for leaving their toddler in the car so they could go skiing. Although if you've ever had a toddler before, you get it. Massachusetts State Police arrested a man who tried to get into a tiger cage at a Boston zoo. According to police, the man was just trying to find a way to frame that goddamn Carol Baskin. A father will face jail time after shutting down his town's internet to cut down on his kids' screen time. Police believe it could be the same guy who, after his kids got fat, blew up the Cinnabon. A study published in the journal Nature Astronomy, or the Nasty Nastro, states that an exoplanet some 855 light years from Earth has metal clouds which rain liquid gems. Oh, it snows pearls and it hails diamonds. Everyone on that planet is rich. Rich, I tell you. Rich enough to do whatever they want. Rich enough to never have to host a NewsBrake episode ever again. Now, I'm still here. Yay. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me. Oh, especially if she just won the lottery and needs a place to crash. Deuces.